Hi, colleagues. Pleasant morning and welcome to another exciting presentation today. Today's presentation is all about Prezi. All right, this is an awesome tool that will definitely assist in helping us as educators to go forward. So welcome. If you want excitement, this is the place, this is the tool. You want a new flavor in the classroom, talk about wanting collaboration. We're gonna turn it up with Prezi. All right, special shout out and welcome to all our parents. Parents, big up yourselves. Thank you so much for collaborating with us. We need all hands on deck, and definitely your hands are so important. All right. Now to our teachers, our colleagues, man, we love you. We love your creative energy. You are so resourceful. You're adaptable, and you're always ready to embrace new tools, and in this case, to embrace the new norm. You definitely rock, teachers. All right. Okay. So it's freezing a bit. But we want to definitely let you know that the tool that we're looking at today is called Prezi. Prezi is one of those exciting tools that, as educators, every teacher wants to basically use in his or her classroom. For today's presentation, we want to introduce and present to you a very resourceful teacher. Ms. Brown, just give me a few minutes to finish and then I'll let you share your screen, please. Oh, you're, okay, awesome. So go ahead and do it for me, Ms. Brown. Go ahead, click on it. Thank you. Keep clicking. Keep clicking, Ms. Brown. All right, the internet is dragging a bit, colleagues.
My chat is disabled, please. Thank you.
My chat is disabled as well, and I'm not sure what's happening.
Yes. Okay, chat just came up, guys. Try it again. Yes, excellent.
That's not what it's for. The woman said you get one research. I ain't about to do research yesterday.
What's that?
The lady said you get a research, but you didn't do it.
Which research that?
Colleagues, mute your mic.
Exactly.
Chat is this.
My chat is disabled.
My chat is disabled.
My chat is disabled.
Other chats are disabled.
Good morning. Good morning. Mute all the mics and enable. May I say something, please?
We're asking colleagues that you please ensure that you mute all mics. If you have information to share, please type it in the chat or raise your hand and we'll address you. The tool that we're focusing on today is Prezi. All right, keep going, miss. The objectives for today, we definitely want to show you how to set up a Prezi. We want to show you how to ensure that you crop it and use it. So we're going to go straight ahead and taking a deep dive into the presentation. It's all about getting you to be creative. We're going to create something and have fun. We're going to say goodbye to PowerPoint and we're going to definitely say hello to Prezi. So let's take that plunge, let's muscle up and take the deep dive. All hands on deck, all hands on board, let's explore. And we're going to take it to another level in the classroom, colleagues. We're here to embrace the new normal because we know that we can, and it's all about trying as we go forward. All right, so the presentation will continue. The main presenter today is Miss Jean Brown. She's a very seasoned master teacher. She has a wealth of experience and she's here to present today. The moderator, Mrs. Morgan. we do enjoy, we hope that you'll enjoy the presentation going forward today. All right, over to you, Miss Jean Brown. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Morgan. Let me get out of your introductory Prezi and let us move forward. All right. So this morning, colleagues, I just want to endorse the welcome that has already been extended. And we are going to move right into this presentation on a very dynamic tool that is known as Prezi. I'm gonna need to share my screen. It's loading. Okay, let me close that. We have quite a number of persons on today, so we're asking that you observe all the protocols. Is everybody hearing me, Mrs. Morgan?
Yes, Miss, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Oh, excellent. So here we go, colleagues. So we've been thrown into the deep end of the pool, I think back in March, and everybody was wondering what to do, how to do, when to do. And as a result, the Jamaica Teaching Council called on all of its resources in terms of its teachers, master teachers, members of the master class, and everybody to join forces to bring each other up to another level. I'd like to invite you to watch this motivational video for a few minutes, colleagues. Then we'll have a brief discussion on same. Oh, Lord. Give me 1 minute, please. Maybe they just went. We're having some challenges with low resources may affect your video quality and all of that. So we're asking you to be patient with us a minute. Okay, here comes content. Are you seeing it on the screen, Mrs. Morgan?
Not yet, not yet. So do you want me to go ahead and share? Let me jump in.
Yes, you can, thanks.
Okay.
It's moving a little bit slow.
Yes, the internet is not that great today, colleagues. All right, so for today's...
It's playing now. Are you hearing it?
Okay, so I'll stop sharing. I'm not hearing it as yet.
Are you seeing it?
Not seeing it.
Oh, Lord. What a challenge.
Miss Morgan, go ahead and share your screen. Good morning,
Okay.
teachers.
How about that? No. Are you seeing it?
Okay, it's coming up. Yes, miss, it is.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Very little money. When he was only 9 years old, he left school and started working in a small shop to support his family. He used to get up every day before sunrise, clean the store, run errands, and then look after the children of his employer. Some years later, destiny showed him a new path. He got a job in an electricity company. There, he got interested in light bulbs and sockets. Every night, he started learning and experimenting on his own. One day, he made an improved version of a light socket all by himself. He got very excited and showed it to his boss. But his boss was not impressed and said such a product will never work. Even though he was rejected, he believed in his idea. He wanted to do something on his own, start his own company. He asked his friends. They told him he cannot do it. He cannot leave his permanent job and start his own company. He has no experience, very little money, and hardly any education. Still, he believed in himself. So when he turned 22,
Miss Brown, I don't think your screen. You stop the video. It's not showing. Stop the video.
Yeah.
The video is not showing. So just go right into the presentation because the video is not showing and the audio is very poor. So move into the presentation.
Okay then. So once again, colleagues, a very pleasant morning. And this presentation is entitled Taking It to New Levels in Every Classroom. And that includes classrooms at home. I'm cognizant that we have our parents here, and we also have some of our administrators who are joining us. This presentation is organized by the Jamaica Teaching Council, and it will be jointly done by Lisa Morgan and Jean Brown. So you might be wondering, why is it important for us to have this type of start? The video in question gives the story of the gentleman who actually started the Panasonic company. And he had a very sad beginning in life, but he did not give up. He worked his way through, and when he made his first light socket and everybody turned it down, he did not give up on life. He did not give up on his dreams. He pointed out, or the video pointed out, that success does not depend on the amount of money you earn or on the level of education that you obtain, because he didn't have much education. He actually educated himself by reading and studying on his own. And there are several words that you could use to really describe the video, something that you could grab from it. It is not just a motivational video, but it teaches us some life lessons that we must continue to try. You might be in this presentation this morning and you're saying, boy, this presentation, how am I going to do it? I can't take it. Yes, if you continue to try, you will reach your goal, you will reach your destination. And that's one of the things that we want to say to you as we present throughout this week. So Prezi, it's the Zoom in PowerPoint software tool. So what exactly is Prezi? We had another video that would just quickly explain to you what this tool is all about. But with all of this internet challenge, we're going to go into what is written. It is a presentation tool that can be used as an alternative to traditional slide presentations, such as those created in Microsoft PowerPoint. And I believe that most of us are acquainted with Microsoft PowerPoint. Now, it is important that you pay attention, because remember that at the end of the week, you will have an evaluation to complete. So it's imperative to take your notes so that you can make your evaluations, and that will be a part of your getting your certificate. So you must complete that evaluation, and it will not be opened until Friday. You also have an assessment that will be coming up in next month. So you need to pay attention.
Yes, Ms. Jean, let me jump right in and to also add to the presentation at this time.
Let me finish this little thing here now, Miss.
Okay.
So we know about the PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint, but Prezi, does not really use slides like I am using now to present. It uses a large canvas that allows you to pan and zoom to different parts of the canvas, emphasizing the ideas that you really want to present. So Prezi combines text, images, and videos and provides a collection of templates to choose from. So when you are making up a presentation, they have some ready-made templates that you can use. You can also go in and use a Prezi that was already created and, you know, make it your own. So it allows the users to get accustomed to this type of interface. I'm going to ask Mrs. Morgan now to do a little more on that. Please go ahead, Mrs. Morgan.
Yes, thank you. Colleagues, good morning. So I'm just picking up from where Miss left off. We just want to let you know that Prezi is one of those awesome tools that you can use instead of your traditional PowerPoint presentation. It's all about trying something new, ensuring that you have that new flavor in the classroom. Now, for you to sign up to use Prezi, you need to sign up at prezi.com. Once you have signed up at prezi.com, you have the option whereby you can go online and you can sign in the relevant information and you get right on this page. This is my dashboard. Now, once you're on the dashboard, colleagues, you're going to see quite a bit of information. You have projects that you're exposed to, you have videos that you can create, you have designs, presentations, you also have your library. All right, so if I click on presentation, which is on my far left, you notice I have the option to create a template. I can create a Prezi from a template. If I want, I can also start a Prezi from scratch. And let's say, for argument's sake, we have a lot of PowerPoint presentations and we want to convert those to Prezis, then we can always upload them. All right, and then on my far left, I'm hovering over this icon. If you want to explore presentations that are already there, you can click on it. So let me click on it, and then you can see some of the options that are there. All right. So for the gallery, you're basically learning a lot about different types of Prezi that are there. Let's say you're rushing, you don't have the time to necessarily create a new one. You can always go and find dynamic and engaging Prezis, and you can always adjust them, edit them to suit your particular needs, your particular context. All right, so quite a few of them are coming up. So you normally get the option to browse over them before you actually make a decision, so you're well informed. Now, they are recyclable, meaning that they can actually be, you can actually tweak them and use them, and they are open in the public domain for educators and anyone who wants to have access to them. All right. So that's for that area. I'm going back now to the presentation, my main task page or dashboard. Now, I want to quickly show you, colleagues, how you can actually edit a Prezi. So once you'd have signed in prezi.com, you'd have put in the relevant information, sign up with Google, then you can click on presentation, which is on my far left. Once you click on create from template, then you have quite a barrage of options that will be coming up for you to make a decision to choose one of them. And that's one of the things I like about this tool. You have so much you can actually choose from. You're not limited in any regard. You just go and you just choose and you just have fun. All right? All right, so it's taking a while to load. The internet is dragging a bit. So I'm asking colleagues, please turn off your video. That will also help to increase the bandwidth. All right, that's so important. Thank you, colleagues. All right, so while it is loading, the idea is that you have quite a bit of categories that you're going to be choosing from. You can also preview it before making a decision on the choice. So let's say, for argument's sake, look at this now. If you want to create a blank template, you have this option. Here it is blank and you have it in white. You can also have it in dark. Now, if you go on the left of the taskbar, you see quite a bit of categories.
Morgan?
Yes?
Because I was saying you're going too fast. Could you go a bit slower? Right.
Okay, thank you. So thank you for that. So on the left, colleagues, you have options, different categories. So you have general, so I'm hovering over it. you have sales and business, you have marketing, education, training, etc. So you can actually go and just browse around. So for time, I'm going to just click on education. All right. Now, when you go into education, you have quite a bit of information, various templates as well. So if you want something on lifestyle, you want to have students researching, you want them to be aware of a particular topic, you know, hear any syllabus.
Ms. Morgan.
Yes.
I think you have left some persons behind. Go back to the beginning of the presentation. Persons are trying to work while you are going. So you're going way too fast for them to be following.
All right, so I'll go back, definitely. All right, so even if we don't cover all the objectives today, colleagues, we want to at least leave you with one solid aspect that you can actually go and practice. So you're on your dashboard, all right? And I'm on my left. So I want to create a new Prezi. Bear in mind, a Prezi basically, it's just you presenting your content in another way. So the way it moves on the canvas, you have this big canvas, a big page on which you can put any and everything you so desire. And it presents it in such a dynamic way that information glides across the page. If you notice for the introduction, that was an example of a Prezi that was created. We actually used information, interjected it, and have it flowing. All right, so colleagues, I want to do a presentation. I want to create one. So you must ensure that you'd have selected presentations. Are you with me? If you are, just type in yes in the chat, colleagues. If you're with me so far. Yes.
Persons are asking if Prezi is free and how they sign up.
Prezi is free. You sign up at prezi.com and you can sign up with your Google account or your email address.
We're actually going to take you through the process of how you sign up.
Okay. So once you have signed in, colleagues, you're on this dashboard. All right. So I'm going to click on create from template. And as I said earlier, once you'd have been on you'd have clicked on that, you're going to be exposed to quite a bit of templates in various categories. So if you want to start from scratch or go blank, this would have been your option to select. All right, so you can scroll down and look at what is available. You have for different, you want to do something on you can even create your resume. You want to do something in your content area, you name it. So I'll be scrolling on my left and I'm clicking on education because I want to find something specific to that, colleagues. All right. So let's say for argument's sake, I want to develop a little training course on my students. I'm going to click on training course. Let me know if you're with me. Just type in the chat, colleagues. If you're following, let me know. So before I even select training course, colleagues, there's an arrow right here. Both of them, you can navigate backwards and forward. So if I click on it, it gives me an idea as to what the slide actually looks like, the Prezi looks like before I decide to select it, right? So I can decide, okay, what is it I want to bring out in this lesson? How many headings I want. And by the way, I can delete some of these bubbles that I don't want, all right? So it's basically giving me a heads up as to what it looks like. So let's say I'm comfortable with this. I decide I'm going to use it. So I'm going to click it again, and this time I'm clicking at the bottom. It says, use this template. All right, so I'm going to click on it, use this template. I'm going to give it a title. Let's call it cake making. I'm a home ec teacher. Now, if I click on people I share with, I'll have to pay for that. It's a premium option. So you have to pay for your privacy. So I'm going to click on anyone on the web. Once that's done, click continue. And it's taking a little while to load, but we'll get there, all right? Now, you want to ensure ahead of time, colleagues, that you know exactly what you're going to put on your slide. So you plan ahead and make sure you have mapped out a plan way ahead. Okay, I'm going to ensure that my objectives are in place. What are some of the learning tools I want to inculcate or engraph in the presentation and so forth. All right, so once you have gotten on this page, colleague, you notice on my left, you have stacks of information packed up. It's like you have you can have up to 3 or 4 bubbles stacked in just the first slide alone that I'm hovering over. So that one has quite a few slides underneath it. So let's say I want to change the title. I'm going to double click on the option here at the top. Notice it's highlighted. Okay, and then I have the option now I can actually add to it. So let's call this training course. Okay, making. Okay, all right. Now let's say for argument's sake, colleagues, as we see, obviously it's way too big. I'm going up my taskbar to the top and I can decrease the size. So I'm clicking to decrease, all right, decrease it. It's decreasing. Internet is dragging a bit. All right, so normally you click on that, it decreases it, colleagues. All right. Now, let's say for argument's sake, I want to change the style of it. I can change my background. So I click on style and I'm hovering over background. I'm going to click on these 3 little dots just at the side of background. So once I click on it, I can decide and I can make some choices re my background. So I'm scrolling down on my far right, all right, and I'm going to choose this one. Okay, should be in any minute now. All right, so you have other options, colleagues. Let's say you want to change the font size, you want to insert a picture, you want to insert a video. You have quite a bit of options. So you just pretend like you're working in a PowerPoint presentation. All right, so I'm going to go back to style. All right, let's say I want to change the color. Click on those 3 little dots at the bottom again, colleagues, and I'm on my far right and I'm scrolling for something I like. So I'm going to choose that one. So you click on it. Internet is dragging, so it should be highlighted. And then that should drop in. You notice each bubble has that particular color that I would have selected. Awesome. All right, so let's change my text. Click on text, and I'm going back to my far right. Okay. And it's coming up. So for this one, for this section, you're basically being exposed to different font types, just as in a Word document, right? So you just go in and you select one that you like, and then it is just automatically changed to the desired one. So I'm scrolling, it's still loading. All right, it's going to take a while to come up. But once it comes up, colleagues, you have the option to choose whatever font size you like, and then it automatically adjusts to suit you. All right, so let's say for argument's sake, I'm finished with this particular section of my canvas. There's a little arrow here with a pointed head. I'm going to click on it. When I click on it, it should be moving. Internet is dragging. Is there anyone on the platform with a very good internet connection? Just type it in the chat, because I could allow that person to share the screen, and then I could actually guide the person through. So the title just came up, colleagues. So I'm clicking on title. I just chose one, just selected one. Double click on it. It's actually dragging. So Miss Brown, let me know if there's anyone with faster internet connection that could share their screen, please. Let me know if there's any person. So we could guide that person through the process. It's not our colleagues.
No one has indicated.
Oh, come on, colleagues.
Yeah. One person has indicated.
Okay, and you have very good connection.
Alrita is the person.
All right, can you make her the host or co-host, please, or allow her to share her screen? And then I could walk her through the process.
Did you not disable the share screening, Miss Morgan?
Yes, I'll have to go and do that.
Right. And remember
Okay,
that
so
we're down quite a bit.
right.
Teachers were asking just to say to you that when the evaluation forms are opened on Friday, we have closed them off because persons are completing the evaluation forms for sessions that have not yet taken place. When the evaluation forms are completed on Friday, the presentations and the videos will be shared with you.
Okay, thank you for that bit of information, Miss. All right, are we ready to share? Because I'm gonna stop sharing and allow her to share because
I'm
realizing the internet.
I'm trying to find her.
I've allowed I've opened up that area so she can share, but I'll have to stop sharing first. All right, let me try and keep going. If I'm stuck again, I'll allow that person to share. All right, so if you notice when I clicked on the arrow, colleagues, it's actually helping me to navigate, to push forward, push backward, pull backward. If I click on that one, that looks like a little house, it takes me like all the way back.
It's not giving us the opportunity to make Alrita a host.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, it's not giving us the opportunity to do that. Can you try on your side?
Yes, I'm coming. All right, so I'm going to click on it. I'm zooming in. Okay, once I zoom in, colleagues, you notice I have access to typing information here. So let's say I want my students to practice methods of cake making. All right, and I can always reduce the size of the font. All right, just as though you navigate in a Word document, you highlight it, all right, and you go up on the top, taskbar up top, and you can decrease your font size, all right? If I want to change the color of it, colleagues, I can do that. So I'm going to scroll across towards my left, clicking on color. All right, and this is the color for the text. All right, so let's say I want the color to be yellow. Okay, awesome. And I'm going to go across again. I'm clicking on color again, but this time the color is for the background. So let's say I want my background to be blue or green. All right. So it's all about playing with the information on the page. All right. I'm gonna take out this part that says click to edit. Being very stubborn. All right. Now I'm going to move on to the next bubble. Let's say for argument's sake, I want to put in list of ingredients. All right. All right. So let's say flour is used in your cake making. All right, the next one I'm going to put is fat. Put in sugar. All right, and flavoring. All right, and then I'm going to be clicking on this arrow, and it pushes me away from the bubble. Then I can always go and edit the next one. So I'm clicking on it. There's just the box that comes up on top with zoom in. Click on it. Then I'm zooming in. I'm going to click inside that bubble now, colleagues, and I'm going to edit. So let's say, for example, I want to put cake baking tools. All right. And I want to put in a picture this time. I'm going up top on the taskbar, way up top, click on insert, a little plus sign, and I have quite an array of options. So I'm going to click on image. All right. When I click on image, colleagues, I can take information from my library. I can upload image, or I can use some of the free ones. If you scroll down, you'll see some that are definitely not free. You notice there's a little lock on them. You'll have to pay some money, about $15 to get the premium plan. So I'm gonna click upload image. And I'm gonna get tools, you know, images from my computer. I would have downloaded those ahead of time, and you can do the same. So let me see if I find any. All right, so I'm gonna just type in cake and see if I find cake. All right. Now, if you want to, colleagues, you can actually go ahead and select pictures and put them in your library ahead of time if you want to. All right, so I'm just interjecting a picture, showing you how to interject a picture or embed a picture in it. It's coming up. And you can also insert additional text. So if you want another slide to be inserted to put in additional information, you can do so as well. If you want to interject a video, just as I showed you earlier up top, you click on insert and you'll see the option to insert a video. But you have to go to YouTube, find your video first, and then you copy that URL and paste it in a slot. I'm hoping the internet will hold up so I can at least show you that. All right, so it's still loading.
All
Awesome.
right, Miss Morgan.
Yes.
I realize, just to let you know, participants, Miss Brown is not feeling well. I realize that.
Yes.
I've just made Miss Gregor Hines co-host, so she will be managing the chat and communicating directly with you based on the questions that are coming, so you can answer.
That's
Miss
awesome.
Brown,
Yes,
Miss
thank
Brown,
you.
Yes, miss.
If you're not well, my darling, take it easy.
I'm here, miss. I'm answering in the chat, and I'm waiting to do the recaps.
Right. So I'm saying that in the meantime, as the questions come in, Miss Fong Hines can just communicate with Miss Morgan and respond based on the chat. I'm gonna have to leave, colleagues. I'm going into another meeting. Send me an email. All right.
Thank you so much.
Just before you go, there were some specific questions in the chat, and I sent you a private message that they were asking you in particular about some issues re the evaluation.
And I would have addressed that to say that the evaluations will open on Friday. And of course, I have to work Saturday and Sunday to communicate with you as it relates to the questions asked and the responses that you'll get. I'll also be sharing with you the recording and the evaluations for the session over the weekend. And any other question, communicate with me via email. I also want us to pay as much attention to the presentation as possible, because sometimes when you're in the chat, it's distracting and you're asking the same questions that the presenter is going over. All right, colleagues, have yourselves a good day. Send me an email. You have my email address, and let me address.
There's a question, Miss, about the group work that is to be done.
All of that will be communicated over the weekend based on the responses that I get from the chat. Okay. Because based on the persons in their different groups and schools, they will be instructed accordingly.
Okay then, thank you.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Just before you go on, Mrs. Morgan, we have 5 persons who have raised their hands. I'm not sure if they are asking a direct question or their questions can wait until you are through with this part of the presentation.
Preferably, I would love for them to wait until after, because we're going to have a time allotted for question and answer. But we're encouraging colleagues to type just the same, and just let us know what's going on in the chat. Thank you. All right, so colleagues, so you notice I clicked on it, it's coming forward. So we're looking at cake making for argument's sake. What is it? So I'm going to type in here. What is cake? Or what is a cake? All right. All right. So I'm clicking on my arrow to zoom out. All right. So when I click on the bubble itself and I click on zoom in just above it, colleagues, it zooms in towards me. Then I'm going to click on definition. That's just below it. Just above it now, I'm going to click on zoom in. Awesome. and then I double click into the box that says definition. And I'm gonna, so if I want, for example, to change the color of it, change the font, I can always, as I showed you earlier, I can italize it, all right? If I want, I can change the color. So you should be able to do those basic stuff with it. Just below it, I'm gonna put in, so let's say cake is a sweet dish. Cake is a sweet dish slash, let's call it a dessert. Awesome. RT, good. And I'm gonna go to my left, to my right, rather, and I'm clicking on the arrow here so I can zoom out. And then now I can click on lesson plan. When I click on it, because I want to add content to lesson plan, just above it, click on zoom in, all right? And then now I can decide, okay, what do I want to put here? So I'm gonna put lesson plan, let it stay, and then just below it, I'm gonna type in, guys, objectives. Great. So I'm clicking in my first box. So the first box could be define cake. All right. The next cell, I'm interjecting methods of cake making. All right. And the third one, let's say faults in cake making. Cake making, awesome. All right, and I'm on my right again, and I'm clicking my arrow so I can zoom out because I want to put information in the other, on the other sections of the canvas. Now, just above that arrow, there's one that is looking, there's a little icon that looks like a house. When I click on it, colleagues, look what happens. It's taking me all the way back to my main canvas. So I can actually stop editing this bubble that says what is, and I can jump ahead to exercise. I'm clicking on exercise, just above it, zoom in. Awesome. So let's say I want to give my students an activity. So let's call this exercise 1 for argument's sake. All right. And I'm going to click on example 1. Click on zoom in just above it, colleagues. And voila. Now let's call this team A. Let's say we're having like a brain teaser and we're putting them in teams. Okay. So let's do a brain teaser for team A. All right. And I'm going to take out this little text right just below here because we don't necessarily need it. All right. And you can drag and drop your information. See, I'm moving it all over the canvas, colleagues. Right. So anywhere you want to put it, it's up to you. All right. There's a little part here, this text. If I want, I can write in it. If not, I can always click backspace or delete and it's gone. All right. Now, for the brain teaser, let's say for team A, double click in, and this is going to be the last slide because I want to show you other cool stuff. All right. So for the activity, number 1, I could say use tablet or phone to research cakes. All right. Then for the next one, sketch cake. All right. Third one, let's say for argument's sake, create a puzzle. Create a puzzle. All right. Good. So that's what team A will be doing for their brain teaser. I'm clicking the arrow to go back out because I want to put in information in the second example. And by the way, let's say, for example, I need to change the word example. I click on the word example itself. I double click on it. You notice the when you double click on it, ensure that it is lined up like this. You notice I have some white boxes lined up on the left and white boxes on the right. Make sure you see those before you change the word on that front page. So once it is highlighted like that, you can always change it. So I'm deleting this, and let's call this brain teaser. B-R-A-I-N All right, good. And you click outside of that space, and there you have brain teaser. So let's try it for example 2. Double click on it. Hold on. All right, let me do this and then I'll go back. So let's call this brain teaser 2. 2, all right. Delete. And I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Highlight it. All right. Go up top. Decrease size, that A with the minus sign on it, colleagues. You click on it and it will decrease your font size. All right. If you're following, let me know. Please text me. I like when you talk. All right.
So they're saying that they're having challenges with the pace of the presentation.
Going too fast?
Yeah, and we are almost halfway, and then I'll have to do the recap sections.
Okay, so all right, so I'll go a little slower, colleagues. So after you have typed in, you're just simply using a canvas that is already there.
I'm sorry, Miss Morgan, Miss Hines here. Can you hear me?
Yes, Miss Hines.
All right, let me just say to all of us, whenever the presentation is going on, I realize that most of the questions you're asking are actually answered while she's working. Okay, guys?
Right.
So what I'm suggesting is, every time we type on the chat, the bubble is blocking a part of the presentation screen.
That is so.
You realize at the bottom of the middle here? I want to ask us, guys, just hold it right now. Just try and fight the urge. Take a deep breath. We're going to be fine. Just let's watch it first. Miss Morgan is going at a good pace. She can slow down first, easier, and we learn it better if we just stop typing now. Just try it. All right? Thank you so much. Go ahead, Miss Morgan.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss. All right, so we're just going to just jot some things in. So for this team, they're going to create a flyer. All right, on cakes. It could be that they're going to make up a jingle. All right, just putting in information, guys. And then let's say for the same team, because it's a big team, you want them to do a nice little game. All right. Know that you'd have put in your information. Let's say for argument's sake, colleagues, you want to change the layout. Let's say you think the layout is just too bland. All the way at the top on my right, I clicked on layout. Let me move this. Click on layout. And it will give you quite a few options that you can use to, quite a few other options that you can use. So it's going to take a while to come up. But let's say you want to have the heading on the top, you want to have content on the side, you want to have a picture in the middle, it will give you those, it can give you those recommendations. So I'm actually scrolling, it's taking a while to load, but I'm hoping you can see the options for the layout.
All right, hold on, Miss Morgan.
Yes.
All right, for layout, guys, I had to just take my whole window for chat and put it down the bottom of my screen. The window for chat tends to be right above the top right-hand corner of your screen. Just move your chat window, just drag it down to the bottom of your screen so it's not in your way, okay?
Awesome.
I hope we're seeing topic layout now.
Right, because I had to move mine as well. Thank you so much for that observation, Miss. Good. So it's taking a while to come up, but mine is coming up very faintly. So these are some of the layouts that you can choose, colleagues. So when you have the time, you can just browse through that section, all right? Now, I'm finished putting all information, and yet again, I'm gonna click on my arrowhead, and it is zooming out, all right? Let's say for argument's sake, I want to save it, because time is of the essence, and I want to show you at least 2 other tricks in the book. Read this. I'm hovering, I'm going towards my left. I don't know, I'm hoping you can see this, but I'm hovering over 3 lines on my left.
We're seeing it.
Awesome.
Miss Morgan, when you hover to anywhere, I want you to move in a circular motion over it so I can go towards where you are here.
Right, can you see that?
Yeah, just move it in a circular form, move your arrow in a circular fashion so we can pick up where you are.
Right, I'm doing that now. Can you see it?
Somewhat, I guess right there. Go ahead
now. Can you see it? I'm actually doing that.
Yes.
All right, so I'm clicking, I'm gonna scroll down and I'm clicking save and I'm hovering over save. All right, let me know if they're seeing this. You're seeing it? Can you see save?
Yes.
Awesome, so I'm clicking save because I want to save this Prezi. All right, now let's say for argument's sake, I want to present it to my students. Bear in mind, I've not edited the entire thing, just to show you a sample of what it will look like. So I'm gonna go on my far right, and there's a button entitled Present. Clicking on it. All right. Now, on the bottom of my page, there are 2 arrows, one to the left, one to the right. So I'm gonna go all the way to my left to start the Prezi. And I can always use my arrow keys to navigate. So I'm using my down key. What is cake? Down key again.
Hold on.
Definition is being given.
Hold on.
Yes.
One to the left and one to the right. Were we to see where those arrows were a while ago? We didn't see them.
All right, for these, you can actually use your mouse to navigate. So I should have told you that. So you can use your mouse to navigate right like that, or I can use my keys. So I'm using my keys now. So either way is fine.
Up down keys.
So either way is fine. So you can decide to use the arrow keys right here. I'm actually hovering over them. Can you see that?
No, we can't.
No,
but you're saying there are arrow keys on your actual.
Yes, way down at the bottom of the screen.
The PowerPoint, quote unquote, Prezi screen now.
Yes.
Okay.
But let's say you're not seeing that.
So we're not seeing that, but
you're not seeing it. Okay, so
we
let me use the arrow key.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm using my arrow key and I'm going down. I'm going right. What is cake? So that's the first bubble. I'm going down again. I get the definition. Going down, it goes back out. Still going down, I'm getting my objectives. I'm clicking down again, holding down, it takes me to another bubble.
All right, zoom out for us. Zoom out and let's see what you are doing on the side there. Please, can you?
It's not gonna show. Based on the layout of it, it won't. But I'm wondering, can you actually see when I'm zooming in and out using the arrow key?
Yeah. No, we see zoom happening, but we don't see keys that are making it happen.
No, you won't see the keys on your screen.
Okay, but we see a lot of zooming.
Right, so that's the idea of the Prezi. It's all about giving that extra like ergonomics. It's about the movement of the slides.
Alright, so if we were in an ordinary PowerPoint, where on that PowerPoint screen would those arrows have been, for example?
All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up and then show you a PowerPoint that you can convert to Prezi and then present.
Just before you do that, we need to do the a recap on this, because remember they have their assessment items coming up.
Okay, so let me come out of this, Miss Jean, and then go straight into how to upload a PowerPoint, and then I'm gonna try and give you the last few minutes just to ensure that they get the content. So I'm quickly jumping ahead, Miss Jean, to how to upload a Prezi, how to upload your PowerPoint and to convert it from PowerPoint to Prezi. Is that okay?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. All right, so I'm sharing again. All right, so when you're finished sharing, colleagues, on your computer, just click escape. So I'm clicking escape to go back to my main page, all right? Not responding. All right, good, there it is. All right, so I'm gonna close this down, all right? Because I wanna show you, colleagues, how do you actually convert your PowerPoint to a Prezi? Because we have quite a bit of PowerPoint presentations. And why start afresh when you already have, information that you can use, all right? So I'm gonna go back on my dashboard. Let me close down some of these so I can go a little faster, all right? And just as how I'd done some adjustments to the Prezi, it's the same way you can actually manipulate the PowerPoint one that you'd have uploaded. Normally it takes a little while to upload. So if you're running late, colleagues, you may not want to upload a PowerPoint that is very bulky, all right? So I'm gonna try and find one that is very short and upload it so that you can see the same procedure. You go in, you can change the text, you can add color, you can change the arrangement of it, etc. So I'm back on my dashboard and I'm at presentation. Make sure you're on presentations, colleagues. So look on my left, I'm hovering over presentations, all right? and I'm going towards my right, and I'm clicking Convert PowerPoint. All right, clicking on it. It's going to take me to a page where I have the option to upload a document, whether it's from my computer or wherever I have it in the clouds. All right. So let me close some of these extra pages because they're eating up my data. All right. Now, while that is coming up, so normally once you have uploaded your PowerPoint presentation, it will take a while for it to actually be converted to Prezi. Now, it's important that when you're converting and then you're placing information on the Canvas, colleagues, that you try and at least have, say, 3 bubbles at a time, because if you notice how the information is on the one I showed you earlier, you have to have at least, say, 3 layers underneath that one heading, so it can actually show the proper flow of the information, how it should move on that page. All right. Now, you can put in headings, as I said earlier. You can adjust the font, the color, just about anything, just as you would to your regular presentation. All right, so it's coming up. So I'm going to click to add a title. Okay, let me upload first. All right, you just search for your file that you want. See if I find something in Prezi. All right, so I'm looking for a Prezi presentation. Let's see if I find any nice short ones. That's how that's done. All right. Okay. So when it comes up, it says currently anyone on the web will be able to view your Prezi. All right. So I'm clicking that. And on my right, way on my right, if you notice, it has started to upload. All right. It's going to take a little while to upload. So while it is uploading, I can always change the title here on my canvas. So I'm going to call this one Prezi. Prezi. All right. And I can do a subtitle if I so desire. So let's call this, let's say it rocks. I like to say that a lot because it does rock. All right. And it's a bit difficult to read, so I can change the color again, colleagues. Not true. Yeah, man. Change the color. Let's say black. Should be able to see that.
Hold on, Miss Morgan.
Yes.
I'm not sure why many persons are saying they're not seeing anything. I don't know if they mean they can't see the share screen, or is it the internet connection? Maybe you could help with this because you have more experience in this happening during a presentation, but several persons are saying they aren't seeing.
I'm actually sharing the screen. I'm not sure why. Is it that everybody's having the same problem?
The other persons are saying that they're seeing no. So maybe I'm just trying to find a way to say it. Most persons are saying they're seeing no. Okay, okay.
It could be internet connectivity, poor internet connection. Could be.
All right, great. The majority are seeing.
The persons who are seeing were always seeing, but there are some
right. They were always
in their internet challenges.
Right, because even the mine is loading, it's loading very slow, very slow. And one of the things we're asking that as colleagues, if we should turn off our video, that would help a lot to increase the bandwidth.
All right.
So colleagues, please help us in that regard.
Great.
Yes, thank you. All right, so the slides are uploaded, colleagues. So I'm on my far right. And again, if you have your information in the way, just glide it on the other side of your page. So I'm going to select, it says at the top, select one or more slides and click insert to create a topic. So I'm going to select 3 because the minimum you need at least, it's 3. So I'm going to do that. 1, 2, and 3. Once I have selected 3, I'm going to the bottom of my page and there's a little tab that says insert. I'm clicking on it. And look what happens on your far left when I do that. Click insert on my far left. Now look what happens over here. I'm hovering over it. So all 3 slides that have been stacked up on my left. So that's like the first slide, and I have sub layers beneath it. Good. It's loading. I'm going back. Yes. Also on my canvas, if you notice, I'm hovering over it. So this is a representation of the first stack of slides that were transported or converted and placed on my left. I'm scrolling down, I'm going back on my right, I'm scrolling down, colleagues, and I'm gonna pick up another 3 stacks, 1, 2, and 3. Good. I'm scrolling down to the bottom and I'm clicking insert. Look again what's happening on my canvas and look what's happening on my left. So the information is dropping in both areas. Good. Awesome. Scrolling down because I think I have another 3 slides below. I'm going to highlight them and transport them over. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. Click insert at the bottom. It's dropping on my canvas and it's also dropping on my left. Great. Now, let's say you want to change the styles. I'm clicking up top on my taskbar. There's an area that says Style Presets. I'm clicking on it, all right? And you can change the color if you want, right? Or what would be good is if you select, say, for example, one of them. All right, so see, one was selected there, fine. But that one looks a little bit pale. We can't see it that clearly, right? So we can always change the color from a wider array of colors that we have inside this color fill, all right, or color pool. All right, so I'm going back on that first one that I did earlier. I'm going to change the color so you can see because it should be a little bit difficult for you. So I'm clicking on that. You should be able to see that. Any better, colleagues? Should be able to see that. Let me know. All right. Now, again, you can play with information. So if you want to go ahead and insert information like an image, colleagues, you can do that. Let me try and insert a video for you. All right, let me choose one of the bubbles first. So let me go out of that. Double click here. Let's just call that Prezi. I'm clicking outside of it. Once I click outside of it, I can always go back and I get the option to zoom in. All right. Are they following, colleagues? Ms. Brown, are they following?
They're following, but some colleagues are still having challenges.
Yes, the internet, and because of the volume of persons online too.
Right,
that's a
right.
factor. Yes. All right, so I'm clicking insert, colleagues. So when you have the time, you can, at your own pace, you go through. I'm going to click on video. All right. No, should have gone on YouTube and let me find a video on YouTube. So I'm going to go on YouTube. If you decide to put in your own video, you'll have to sign up for the premium plan, just so you know. All right. So I'm going to go to YouTube and just find something funny. I don't need this one. And once you have selected your the video of your taste or choice, you just copy the URL and you place it in the slot. So it's a bit lagging now. It's lagging. All right, so click on video, colleagues. Come on, be nice. All right, so on my left, you have that slot to embed your video. I'm hovering over it, colleagues, right? So I'm gonna go on YouTube now. All right. Come on, YouTube, be nice. And I'm gonna just find a video, copy the URL, and then paste it in that slot. Embed it in the slot, all right? So it's still loading, okay. So let's find a Prezi video. All right. It's coming up. And then what happens when you're playing your, when you're presenting your Prezi, colleagues, that when you would have put it in presentation mode, then that Prezi will actually be shown when you do so. So I'm just gonna select one. I'm copying the URL up top, Control C, going back to my canvas, and I'm going on my right. I'm hovering over the area right here. It says embed YouTube. Double clicking that slot, colleagues, Control V, and I'm pasting it in. And just below that, there's an option that says insert. Click on insert. Insert. And if you notice, the video is on my canvas. All right. Now, okay, I did 2, so I'm gonna backspace and take off 1. All right. So that's our video. Now, I'm gonna click out. Clicking out. Right. And let's say I want to edit something else. So I'm not gonna edit all of them, just to give you an idea as to how to navigate on the site, all right? So I'm gonna zoom in here, all right? And just to do one final tweaking, and then I'll show you how to do a video, and then I'm gonna give Miss Jean the stage to do the recap.
We have some other things that we need to do before we.
Yes.
And we're running. The time is really running now.
Right. Yes. All right. So let's say topic shape. Click on that. Now you click on those 3 little icons or little buttons below, and you have on your far right different shapes that you can use. So I'm going to click on one. Look what happens when I click on one, colleagues. All right, so I'm out of that. It's dragging a bit, but now when you click on it, colleagues, it changes shape. It changes the topic, the bubbles, especially for the topic one, it changes to that particular shape that you'd have selected. So it's dragging a bit, but that's what would normally happen, okay? Let's say you want to undo it. You can click on this option up top here. I'm hovering over it, it's undo. You can undo that, all right? And then you want to present on it, you can choose to present. So let me just show you quickly what it looks like, and then we move on. So click on present. I'm in presentation mode. Again, on my screen, you're not seeing it on yours, you have 2 arrows at the bottom, way at the bottom, one for the left, one for the right. And then you have the option where you can use your up and down arrow key. So I'm going to use my key. So I'm touching down, scrolling down. Look at the shape. You see the shape I showed you earlier. When I clicked on it, so the shape has changed here. So it is just responding. The internet is dragging a bit. So it was originally, I think, a circle. Now it is a rectangle looking shape. Good. Now the video, you can play the video. So the banner will carry it. It's taking a while to load. All right. But just to show you that the video can play if you have enough internet connection, right, colleagues? So the video would normally play, all right? I'm going back out. I'm gonna present. And it's dragging a bit. But normally you play your video, colleagues, and you move on to the next slide, all right? You move on. You notice a little side face up top, right? Because the internet is lagging. Okay. All right, so that's the idea for it. And you move on, colleagues, right?
Yes.
You get the idea?
Yeah,
right,
some
good.
persons have.
And you just keep going with your. Okay, good. And you go in with your presentation until the end. All right, so I'm gonna escape this, and I'm gonna show you one last thing before I close, before I turn over to Miss Brown. All right, so let me close this, colleagues. And so that's the one I just showed you. You're converting from your PowerPoint to a Prezi. You can edit your Prezi, you can interject video, or you can even put in icons, but for chart, you have to pay for chart, colleagues. You can put in PDF, you can put in arrow and line, here they are, you can put in shape, If you wanted to add another set of slides, then you go to story blocks and you can stack up another set of maybe 3 or 4 slides. And it will be reflected on your the left side of your panel, okay? So I'm gonna close this down, and finally, I wanna show you quickly, this is the fun, I don't know if any English teacher is here, but I'm allowed to say funnest part of Prezi. You're allowed to create videos. And let's say, for example, you want to send content to your students ahead of time. This is a very good way to do so. And you can pace yourself and get good presentations out. So this time now I'm back on my dashboard, colleagues, and I'm gonna click this time, not on presentation, but on videos. All right, so I'm gonna click on videos, all right. Now, I'm gonna click next, create new video. And by the way, if I scroll all the way to my far right, and I'm hovering over this one, you have options to go in the gallery and see pre-done videos already, and you'll select one that you like, and you can watch them before you make a selection. So I'm going back and I'm clicking this plus sign, create new video. So for this one, you can select from pre-done videos, colleagues, and you can also select and start brand new. And you have quite an array of fabulous slides that you can interject, all right? Okay. You need a microphone to run Prezi. That's weird. I used it up to this morning and it was behaving. All right, let me see if that will solve it. Like that. All right, I shared my audio. Let me see if that will fix it. But even this morning I was on it, and once you have connected all your audio and your video, then you'll be able to do it. So let me see. All right. It's searching for my camera and my microphone. Let's hope it will find it now.
Okay, colleague, while the search is on, there are some things that you need to remember coming up for your assessment. When you're doing your videos, it is imperative that you plan your content. You don't want to just go in and do something. Planning your content is very important. It's also important your speech. Don't you know, make sure that you're natural. Your presentation is natural if you are going to be in the video as the narrator. And ensure also that the lighting is good. So you can't be doing a video with a dark background and your viewers are not seeing what you're doing, okay?
Very good pointers, thank you. All right, so what's the name of the other co-host, Miss? I was wondering if she could share her screen and then I'll walk her through the process how to create the video. Or do you want me to? Do you want to share your screen?
Sure.
Please share your screen, Miss.
Okay.
Do you have a Prezi account?
I tried, but it didn't work out well, so I'm not sure. Which screen do you want to share?
Share your screen with us, and I'll share your screen with us. I'm going to your Prezi account, and I'll walk you through how to make your video Prezi.
Oh, as in on the free trial?
Yes, whichever one.
Yes, I had signed up for one, and I tried to make a Prezi. I'm not sure how well it went, but let me see what will happen.
All right, so I'll help you go through it. So once you have an account, it's even faster and better for me at this point. It's saying that I need a microphone, and I normally do it and it works well, but it's just misbehaving at this point. All right, so while you're doing that, let me show you, colleagues, a sample of one that I did. I think I did this one this morning.
Are you seeing my credit card thing coming up there?
Go right into this part now, Mrs. Morgan. If the co-host is, it's coming up.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen so she can share. All right.
It's
good. So Miss Fong.
So it says I can log in with Facebook. I'll take the chance.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Or Google account. Does this mean I'm now on Facebook? I have no idea. Tell us.
If what?
Does this mean that what we're doing now is on Facebook or what?
No, you're using that as your account. I use Google to get into mine. But bear in mind that if you make a Prezi, it is for you to be able to have that privacy setting, you'd have to be able to, you know, subscribe to one of the plans.
So it sent me back to the paying page.
Start your free.
No, just do the free.
Right.
Right, I had it on free, so let me see what it will do now.
Yeah.
Go to basic.
Go to basic.
Go back and click on basic.
All right. So
Up
basic
top.
would be
up top,
all
right there,
awesome,
yes.
Awesome. Free trial, continue.
Continue, yes.
So this is what it was to sign up, to go to free trial and continue. Basic.
Right, right.
Right, very good.
Okay.
Okay, so click education.
Yep.
What level are you?
High school.
So do your thing. All right,
well.
click on it. Okay. All right. Click on design with Prezi. Oh, your internet is faster than mine, man. Wow.
Yes.
All right, so we're not doing any infographics. And this is another whole different tool I'm trying to explore myself, but we're not doing that today. I want you to go to your dashboard. Click on dashboards. I want you to go to your main dashboard on your right, on your left, sorry, yes. Click on that.
There they are.
No, that's not where I want you to go.
Okay,
I want you to go to the main page. Can you go back? There's a little arrow at the top, a white arrow. Click it to go back.
Sure.
Awesome. This is the page.
All right.
Now on your left, there's an option at the top that says videos. Click on videos.
Yes.
All right. Click on create new video. Right. Click on that one. And let's hope it will treat you nice. I don't know why it is trying to show me up so much, and we had such a good time up to this morning. All right, so good.
Access to my camera.
Right, so that's good. So prompt yes. It's trying to get access to it. So I should be seeing your pretty face any minute now.
Oh Lord. It says allow or block.
Allow. Yes. Because mine allows it, so I don't know what's going on this morning at this point with it. I hope your hair is okay. Sorry to be calling on you like that so suddenly.
Oh, my hair is okay as well.
You have a very pretty face. Very good.
Oh Lord. And
all right. No, Miss Jean had mentioned. All right, so colleagues, I picked on her suddenly, so please don't judge or anything like that.
You can't judge. We're all working together. Hold on.
Yes. All right, so you notice Miss Brown mentioned that we want to ensure, just as how you do in a regular video presentation, the lighting must be good. Try and have your words properly enunciated.
So I am moving.
Right. I like that background. Let it stay right there, yes? The blank wall is excellent.
I'm bringing my chair this way.
Watch her not doing her thing. Yes, so I get pillow.
You don't have a next situation.
All right. So wait. You went all for shawl. You go, girl.
Yes, I have to. That's the idea. Right. In a video, you have to be very careful to ensure that you bring it.
Right. All right. So on the bottom of your screen, there's an arrow that is pointing towards your right. Can you click on it?
Yes.
Good.
Everybody's seeing what I have, right?
Right. And then, right, I agree, she looks awesome. Somebody's saying no, they're not seeing it. It could be the internet colleagues. All right, so you have three options. You could hover on it. There are three icons at the bottom of that screen. You have one that has a face. Right, click on it and see what happens. You notice it's just her face alone in the picture, colleague. So if she's recording that video, she can choose just to have her face alone in the recording. Good. Click on the one beside it. Right. If you notice, she has her face along with a bubble or a block, right, for information to be typed in. Very good. And click on the one next to it. Just the information alone. Very good. Now I want you to go back to the second one, the middle one, because I want to see your pretty face and I also want to see the content. Good. I can hardly see the bottom of your screen. There's a purple writing down below.
It says create your first video.
All right, click on that one. Good. Now, if you look at the top, colleagues, you have an option that says templates, and on the far right, you have reusable videos. So you can decide if you want to start from scratch or if you want to find someone else's video and just tweak it to suit your taste. All right. So all right, for argument's sake, let's just choose one of the templates. So click on one of them and just scroll down. Use your down arrow key and just scroll down.
My down arrow or my mouse?
Whichever one works for you.
Okay, so just click on one of these.
Right, so you can click that one, yeah?
Yes.
And it should, so that is the one that is going to pop up. So you see automatically information is there.
Are you seeing a rectangular picture
right.
towards the left of my head? Different,
yes.
It's above the bubbles. What's that about?
All right, it's you're going to write information in it. So when you choose your template and you start writing, information will also be in it. Or if you don't want that picture, you have the option to remove that picture.
I'm not sure why the picture is there. It's not moving though.
No, so don't worry about that.
It's there.
It's a part of the package. So go on to next. I can hardly see the bottom of your screen, but can you see next?
Yes, I can see next.
Click on next.
So guys, hold on. So guys, it's a purple button that says next step with an arrow pointing right, okay?
Right, yes. Can hardly see it.
Okay.
Your internet fast. All right. So let's put in some information. So we have different frames. So this is the first one. So let's say you're introducing yourself. So write introduction, just argument's sake.
So add frame? No,
not yet. Go back to one.
I'm sorry.
Click on one.
Click on one.
Back to one, yes. You see that section that says add text? Double click in the box. Double click in the box.
Yes.
All right. Just say hi, H-I, or introduction, whichever you want. All right, so hi. Let's say you want to put a picture. Just scroll down and look for any picture. You see that gentleman in his red shirt? Just click on him.
Oh.
All right, good. Then you keep adding. I'm trying to find your arrow. I'm not seeing it on my screen, but there should be an arrow pointing towards the.
Add frame or next step.
All right, add frame. Click on 2. Add frame. So click on 2. All right. So let's say.
Click on 2.
Yeah, that's gonna be the second.
As in add frame. Then click on 2.
Right. So where you have, click on 2. Yes, and click put educator. I'm an educator. All right. Give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to find my screen with my inserts. How would I find a thumbs up now?
See a thumbs up right on the screen here. Or if you want to find an image on your...
I get it, yes.
Yeah, so if you want to find a picture from your folder on your computer, you can click on upload and then you find and just plug it in.
Okay.
All right, add one more frame. For time, one more frame. And let's say keep it positive this time. Keep it positive. Click on upload and let's see, I hope you can find a picture from your computer. Just click upload.
Sure, yes I can.
Just find a picture, anything, it doesn't matter for now.
So we have to, you have to cut now.
There it is. Are you there?
Yes, I like that one. All right. All right, so tell me what you have on the bottom of your screen because we have to wrap up like now.
Okay. Choose template, add content, next step.
Go to next step.
All right.
Do you see an option where you can record it? Right, so that button, that red button in the middle?
It says practice and record.
Right. So click on it, and you're gonna. There's an when you click on it, you're gonna try and count down and say something for each slide. Just say
All
something.
right. Welcome everybody. I have 15 seconds on my first slide. I can only assume that every other slide allows 15 seconds as well. Thank you for this impromptu opportunity. And in 1 second, we're done.
Click the next arrow.
All right, the next arrow. So 15 seconds for the entire thing or 15 minutes?
Keep talking now. So that's the next slide.
I see. I'm a guidance counselor, 20 odd years. Love what I do. Love working with educators. And my most exciting discovery is SWPBIS, where we use positive thinking and positive words to guide student behavior and change our school climate. Keep pressing.
Click the next one.
Keep it positive, guys, whether with coffee mate or your own marital mate. And Jesus is everybody's ultimate love of our souls. So there we go. Keep it positive and enjoy this presentation. Done recording. Press done recording now.
Click done recording.
Okay.
Awesome. You're a natural girl. You're natural. So it is saving it. And then let's say you want to play it back. Click on the play button and let's hear what you sound.
All right. So I just press play. Nothing happened. Should I press save first? I just click play. I'm not hearing it. Oh, hit my play on my screen, not the word play. Okay.
Right.
All right. Welcome, everybody. I have 15 seconds on my first slide. I can only assume that every other slide allows 15 seconds as well. Thank you for this impromptu opportunity. And in 1 second, we're done. All right. So next arrow. So 15 seconds for the entire thing or 15 minutes? I see. I'm a guidance counselor, 20 odd years. Love what I do. Love working with educators. And my most exciting discovery is SWPBIS, where we use positive thinking and positive words to guide student behavior and change our school climate. Keep pressing arrow. Keep it positive, guys, whether with coffee mate or your own marital mate. And Jesus is everybody's ultimate love of our souls. So there we go. Keep it positive and enjoy this presentation. Done recording. Press done recording now.
All right. Very good. So do you see an option? I'm trying to find it because I'm not seeing it on my screen, where you can actually share the clip with someone. And by the way, you can also trim it if you so desire. So there's a little scissors just below it. You can trim it if you want. So you can go on, right, trimming and do all of that. And then I'm trying to see if I can find it on my screen, an option where you can share it with your students. Share a link. You can always share a link if you want to share it on social media platforms, that kind of thing.
All right, so
we only have a few minutes to go, colleagues, so we'll have to wrap this up right now.
The option for share has not come up the bottom of the screen.
Okay. What's on the last? What's written on the last button to your far right? That's
right. Save video.
Save it. Click save because you're doing like a preview, right? So once you click save, so you see the option now. You can copy your link, and once you copy your link, you can embed it into your various learning management systems. You want to send it to the email, the student's email, etc., etc. All right.
Awesome. How do I get this off Facebook?
It's not on Facebook.
It's not on
Facebook. You haven't posted it on Facebook.
Thank you. I thought it was automatic. So I'm going to my personal Gmail. I'm putting create, and I'm sending this to one of my colleagues.
Awesome. Man, you're such a natural.
So I'm putting it right here. Paste.
There
you go.
Right. Put in somebody's. Okay. Good. Just put Prezi. All right. And send.
And send.
Good. Very good. Man,
excellent.
Your internet is really fast.
Thank you.
I envy you. All right, colleagues. So that's basically it. So let's recap quickly, and then I'm turning over to Miss Jean. So one.
No, Miss Lisa. Let me do that.
All right.
Recap. Let me do the recap.
Okay, quickly. Thank you. So I'm gonna turn over to you. Thank you so much, colleagues. You were awesome. Over to you, Miss Brown. Take it away.
Thank you. All right. So we have only a few minutes more to go, colleagues. You see how time flies when you're having fun? All right. Is everybody able to see the screen, Mrs. Morgan?
Yes,
Sure.
yes, they're seeing it, Miss. Go ahead.
Okay, great. So
Yes.
we're moving back to where we were. Right. So remember, colleagues, what Prezi is? It's a web-based tool for creating presentations, and we call these presentations, all of what Mrs. Morgan has done with you, we call them Prezis for short. It's similar to the Microsoft PowerPoint, but it offers some unique features which make a good alternative. Don't forget, Prezi does not really use slides, it uses a canvas. I notice I'm stressing some words because those will be coming out. Some things will be coming out in your assessment that you must do on August the 5th if you're going to be getting your certification. Prezi combines two major things, space and motion, so that your presentation stands out, unlike what we're doing now with an ordinary PowerPoint. So therefore, it shows the big picture as well as reveal the relationships between the big ideas. Remember when she was doing that first creation where you had the big circle and then you had the small circles. So there's a connection between the big picture and the specific ideas. It makes the messages more understandable and more memorable. It collects in your brain, as it were. As I've been noticing in the chat, people are saying, yeah, man, this is good, great. And it has become very, very popular in our schools and in businesses in recent times. And you must recall, and we're not only doing recalls in the questions, we'll give you situations, and then you have to make a determination as to what you would do. It allows you to zoom around on your canvas. You notice you went big and you went small. You went out and you went in. That's zooming around. It can add multiple layers to your presentation. That makes it more interesting. And it helps to create presentations that are more eye-catching and engaging. You saw the Prezi video of our natural a few minutes ago. It allows you to record yourself. She was in the video. And there are 3 options. She can be there with the text. You can have the picture only, or you can have the text only. So it allows you also to convert from PowerPoint to Prezi. Very, very important point. So we want you to be taking some notes and going over. Some persons were asking in the chat how you create a Prezi. I really wanted to have taken you through how you do your own Prezi. The first thing you're gonna do is go to prezi.com, and you would have seen our co-host as she navigated on her very fast internet, and she got in very quickly, and you'll see the different stages. On the Prezi dashboard, you're going to click on Get Started. When you scroll down, you will see free account. You're going to click on that one. Create your public free account, or create a, can't see because of this dial. So you click on it, or you create free public account or public free account. Why we are stressing the free account is that if you do the paid version, you must be ready to pay the Prezi creators for the whole year, unless you just want to get out of your Prezi account like that. And they have a premium and there is a basic. So we always look for the free ones because it can do quite a number of wonderful activities without having to pay anything. And COVID has taken up a lot of our funds as teachers. So if we can get into a free account and we can get basically the same things, fine. But the premium account will give you more options, lots more options. And so if after you have played around with the free account, you realize that you want more and you have the capacity, then you can upgrade to the premium account.
Very good. Thank you, Miss Brown. You're awesome.
I want to just show them these pointers now, Miss Morgan. So you must ensure that you have.
As soon as you can wrap up, please. Yes.
Your account. All right. Now take a look at these. As was discovered, you can sign up whether with your own email account or with your Facebook account. And it takes you to these pages. and always look out for the public presentation or the create free account. It will take you to this page at the bottom where you fill in your information, and after you have done so, you'll have created your Prezi account. And we have taken you through all the different things that we wanted you to go through. How would you do a video? How would you create a Prezi, whether from scratch or you're gonna modify another person's Prezi. And when you do that, Prezi gives you the go-ahead to modify other person's Prezis and utilize
Very
it
good.
when
Yes.
you're doing the free account. But
Yes.
if you go
Ms.
private,
Brown?
you won't be able to do that. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ms. Brown, for those awesome tips. And colleagues, ensure that you go back over everything. Thank you so much for your time. We have to go. We love you. We respect you. Have for yourselves a great day, colleagues.
Let them observe this final slide, Mrs. Morgan.
The thing is that the persons are waiting in the room. They want the room for the next presentation.
No, man. Mrs. Wilmot says we can go up until 5 minutes to the hour, and it is not yet 5 minutes to the hour.
Absolutely.
Right. So for the present video, you would have noticed, colleagues, that it allows you to have yourself and content together. I'm stressing these points because you might see something similar again. You can connect your Prezi to your desktop, and you can share some stunning visuals, as you have seen while Mrs. Morgan did the demonstrations. On your Prezi desktop app, you'll need that if you're going to create your videos. And you notice if your internet is down, it's going to be challenging. You notice that Mrs. Morgan had that challenge earlier. So this slide gives you pointers as to how you go about.
Okay, Ms. Brown?
Yes.
So sorry to interrupt, colleagues. We're so sorry to be doing this, but the other team is waiting in the room right now. So thank you so much for the information, but we have to run, colleagues.
Ms. Morgan?
There's a question, Mrs. Morgan.
We have to close, colleagues.
There's a question. Let's just take this question.
Is Prezi available offline? Persons need to know.
No, yes, it can be, but just go on YouTube and find out. Yes, it can be downloaded. All right, bye-bye, colleagues.
The last slide gives you some areas, some places where you can go when you get the